You can't walk very far in these parts without being greeted with a War Eagle. And boy, do they hope it will be a joyous one today. Welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium and the home of the Auburn Tigers. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on another team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner will be brought down. First down here for the offense. Give to the running back. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both of these schools in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, and it's just different because I think being in the state, like fans are around each other all year long. Players are around each other all year long. You know, the Iron Bowl is a civil war of hate between each other all year long, and they get to settle it on a big stage every year.
Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all ends.
Oh, they're trying to trick him. It's a fake. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete, and the fake punt is a wash. Well, they got the throw off, but not much else good happened for them after that one, and they'll turn it over on downs. Going up top on first down. Buying some time. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
Man, they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Back to throw, it's Willihan. Finds a man on the right. And they're able to get him on the ground. Alabama pushing the tempo. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got him downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And how about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously, we're talking about him for the Heisman, but just a guy you've been able to trust, a dynamic passer, throwing the football all over the yard. This team has been built on him, and he's had an unbelievable season.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. They'll try to power it in. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. A run for the quarterback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try to blast their way in. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. A delay of game penalty. Field, man, the defense just starts spitting fire after that. The offense lining up for a first down play. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. And that pass picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, guys, this is one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football. Not a lot of success on that last play. Hey, bud, get back to doing what you do best. Throw the ball.
Coming after him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes.
And I want to be aggressive in these situations. When I got 2nd and goal, I want to go out and try to get that touchdown. But I do like how he didn't force the ball into coverage, didn't make a big mistake, throw a turnover in this area. You want to make sure you can guarantee points. You still got 3rd and goal coming up, and if you want to go for it on 4th.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Makes the catch. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
Well, this offense is giving a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because 1st and 2nd down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The snap sets up the throw. He gets it in there from the 2-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David.
He is smashing people. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Off the play fake on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged. Right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He got it! Takes it to the house! Touchdown, Tiger!
And where did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. NC State delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the ACC. Trust me when I say the party is on in Raleigh. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Makes the grab down the left side. Nothing but green ahead. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He gets there. 2-point conversion is good, and the lead now stands at 9. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wants to throw on first down. Going deep. And the pass hits. Picked off. Trying to take it back. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. The offense set for a first down play. He'll take it himself. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and it's just and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. They want to run this quarterback. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Quarterback will audible. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the offense on first down. He's looking to throw it. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. He's looking for a man on second down. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner will be knocked down. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
On second down, just keeps firing. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield. And that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Tigers are in the hurry up. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They're trying to get to it. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on fourth down with the heat.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking.
Looking for the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. After the misconnection, it's second down. Quarterback will keep it. Keeps it himself and gets the first. And he's finally ushered out of bounds, but not before. He makes a good gain.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So,
and makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown Tide. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
On second down, wants to throw it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. The sack on the last play, they hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. After that last fake, I think we know why he's a punter. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is.
He'll take a deep shot here. He caught it. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Quarterback keeps it. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. On the run, fires downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away to buy time. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of the game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. They'll run the toss. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting them get outside, making the big tackle.
Now adjusting. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Ball in the air, intercepted. Looking for more room. The 30. He's at the 20. He's out of bounds at the 9-yard line. The pick, the return, and the offense will be threatening. Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a first and goal. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. He's looking to throw. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out.
Brings it in down the left side. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Unloads to the wideout. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket after that. Excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback, and you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Indiana. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Alabama quickly back to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Feeling some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Wants to throw on second down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30+.
Number 15 on the field.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the... The kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's sharp. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Great job by the offense, being patient, understanding when they're in zone coverage, I got to hit those tight windows, make those precise passes to get those big plays.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Finds a man in the middle. Oh, look out. There he goes. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball over the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And the stomping has commenced. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The quick out. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Getting some heat. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
Looking for a deep man. He's got it inside the 15. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Here comes that Alabama offense.
Come on, next. Lion, Lion. Dino.
Looking to move it through the air. Moves away as he feels pressure. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. This is a tough one. A 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. The corners are walked up tight. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Alabama pushing the tempo. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Touchdown time! And the route is on. The tide is rolling as Alabama starts to pull away from Auburn.
Yeah, and Alabama handling the moment. Obviously, we know they got great players, great tradition, but handling the moment in the Iron Bowl.
Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
25.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive.
We'll take over. 1st and 10.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown. Lays out, gives up his body, and makes the grab on the right side.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
He makes the catch. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a 1st down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Alabama 61. Auburn 25.
1st down to start the drive after the break.
42, Spider.
He wants to throw. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
You can just see the command this guy has in the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw it.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quickly complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. It's still 3rd and goal. They'll run play action. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2.
Read up. Here we go. Go.
They'll run the option. And that's a live ball behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
It was a golden opportunity on that 2-point conversion attempt, but he fumbles. You got to have better ball security. They come away with no points.
31.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense.
Cut it. Arrow. Slap.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. That incompletion leads to second down and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Just ran him over.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He lets it fly. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Alabama! And the punishment has been extended. That might be the proverbial Oh, they try to trick him. The holder wants to pass. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Trying to make magic with his feet. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Let's go.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no...
Looking deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county.
325.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays, but this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Still on his feet at the 45. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. They'll throw it on first down. Pressure coming. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. Second down after the offense recovered its own fumble. He's looking to throw. Dances away from the heat. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He holds it in, and nobody's close. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. On the move. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He wants to throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. And they want this defense spread out across the width of the field, 5 wide on 2nd and goal. He looks that one in nicely. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Oh, it's out! And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well.
And the defense gets to the quarterback. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Second down now after the sack. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And it's loose. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. First down for this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. A shot toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He's not afraid to go deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great.
Lost one deep down the right side. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. 2-point conversion attempt is on the way.
6-9-1. Gators, get set, get set.
Now the play fake. Quarterback extends the play. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
73. Auburn, 37.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to go up top on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's his fourth interception of the game. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it.
He'll go down in a bit of an unusual way to bring this game to a close. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans